This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. The America's pastime is back, and this year it all feels a little more normal.
Yeah, the Brewers hope to play a full 162-game season during the pandemic, and tonight they're 1 for 1.
We have team coverage. Adam Duxter is live at the American Family Field as fans are in the ballpark after the season away.
But we'll start tonight with sports director Zach Hanley and the highlights. Zach?
Yeah, it's hard to believe that opening day is finally here. Can't you just smell the brats bursting off the grill? But before we get, we're going to the highlights right now. The Brewers and Twins, third time they've played in opening day. First run of the game was a pass ball. Brewers' first one was a bases-loaded walk. And then the Twins, well, they opened things up in the 7th inning. There's Byron Buxton. How about that shot? The 2-run bomb puts the Twins up 5-3. And that is the score right now. Brewers with the last looks. They're in the bottom of the 9th currently right now. The two will play Saturday, and then they'll play on Sunday, so they have Friday off. Adam Duxter joins us live with more from the fans because they were in the stands, not the cardboard cutouts that we remembered last year.
It's like 557 days. That's how long Brewer fans had to wait to watch a game here in person in Milwaukee. Well, it's definitely a different vibe than we're used to. Those we talked to today say they're just excited to be back watching baseball. Well, the line to get into American Family Field is significantly shorter than past opening days. The fans coming in were not short on enthusiasm.
Go Brewers. It's exciting. It feels like a fresh new start here.
The Brewers only allowed about a quarter of the normal 40,000 plus capacity. But fans like Curtis Woolen committed to making up the difference when it comes to noise.
Brewers fans are so amazing that 25% capacity will feel like 100% capacity with how loud it's going to get in there. I feel like it'll be a playoff atmosphere today.
There were other stark differences too. Most notable, the rebrand from Miller Park to American Family Field, which the team and Curtis's buddy Justin Bernardi want to see packed again eventually.
It's kind of hard to see it not having a full stadium, but it's nice to have baseball back. I'm one of those guys who watch baseball every night, and it'd be finally nice to see some true baseball going on again.
The lots, normally filled with pregame tailgaters, empty. But after coming back for the first time in more than a year, the hearts of these Brewer fans were filled with hope.
It's just nice to be out and social. It is a different vibe around here, but it's still baseball.
Which means regardless of the outcome on the field, today is a win in a big way.
It's baseball. It's back. It's spring. It's sunny. It's beautiful. It's going to be a great day.
You know, Brewer fans are in a good mood when the only change that they have an issue with is the fact that they changed the name of the stadium. And if things go well, they could bring back some of the changes by the end of the season, which means we could possibly be seeing tailgating here outside of the newly named American Family Field, hopefully by September, and who knows, maybe even into the playoffs in October.
Oh, I bet it feels great to be back. Adam Duxter reporting live tonight. Adam, thank you.
Well, check this out. The Brewers have a roof they can close. The Tigers do not. This was the scene during opening day in Detroit. The Tigers and Indians played in the midst of some winter weather. Detroit won the game 3-2. The boys of summer. It also doesn't really feel like baseball weather here. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton out on the weather patio. Sunny but chilly.
Exactly. We are sunny and dry outside, but temperature-wise, it's just a little chilly. Now, the good news, we'll hold on to the sunny conditions, and we won't be quite as cool as we look ahead to the weekend. Here's a live look at downtown with our Edgewater sky cam. A really nice clear sky for us. Doppler track's nice and quiet. As we look at our visible cloud track through the day, you can see some clouds over towards Michigan, but we've been able to enjoy a nice sunny sky all day long. We're currently at 39 degrees in Madison. It is a little chilly compared to this time yesterday. A smidge warmer, but not by much. For tomorrow, we'll hop up a little more. We'll be closer to 50 degrees for our afternoon highs. Again, under a mostly sunny sky. By the weekend, though, we will be back into the 60s. We will take a closer look at what's ahead, stretching through Saturday and Easter Sunday in just a few minutes.
Madison and Dane County reports at least 4 people have overdosed within the past 24 hours. PHMDC issued an alert this afternoon due to those cases. They're calling it a spike. You should call 911 if you think someone has overdosed. Treatment resources are also available at the Behavioral Health Resource Center.
There is a newly identified COVID variant in Wisconsin. Sauk County's health department announced it found the B.1.427 variant, which was first found in California last summer.
Meanwhile, health leaders in Rock County identified one case of the UK variant earlier this week. They say they don't know how fast the strain is spreading, but there are several things you can do to keep yourself safe.
If you're able to get vaccinated, please get vaccinated. Continue to wear your mask, especially when you're in public places, and continue social distancing, and we'll be able to hopefully prevent ongoing spread of the coronavirus and also this B.1.1.7 variant.
Doctors think both the UK and California variants spread easier than the original virus.
Variants, however, more than 18% of people in the state are now fully vaccinated. That includes 60% of people over the age of 65. Dane County the state's pace. 38% of people have finished their vaccination series. The 7-day average of new cases in our state is trending down. DHS is reporting 517 new cases over the past day. 3 more people have died.
Billions of dollars in federal COVID aid are flowing into Wisconsin. Today, we're learning how some of that money wasn't spent as intended early on in the pandemic. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles joins us now with more. Naomi?
A state audit released this week shows that out of about $3.4 billion that Wisconsin spent in federal COVID relief funds by June last year, well, just over $1 million of that went to the wrong places. The audit has set a corrective plan for agencies that misused money, and most have already been fixed. In nearly every case, it stemmed from misunderstanding federal guidance that was often vague or changing during the pandemic.
They continuously come up with, updated guidance on how we can use those funding dollars. So we immediately corrected that in October of 2020.
At UW Green Bay, auditors found $400,000 in higher education funding that had been incorrectly used to cover lost revenue. The university says it's since been fixed and that under new guidance, it would have been correct anyway. Other agencies had similar issues, so later tonight at 6 o'clock, I'll be breaking down where that money went and what lawmakers say about these errors.
Naomi, thank you. We'll see you at 6.
The Biden administration isn't buying the WHO's explanation of where COVID-19 originated. The White House called the new report partial and incomplete today. The World Health Organization released 120 pages of findings yesterday, saying the virus likely came from an animal in 2019. More than a dozen other countries joined the U.S. in a joint statement denouncing the report. A State Department spokesperson says experts did not have access to some data and only presented a summary report.
It's been 10 days since a shooting at a homeless shelter in Madison, but the suspect still hasn't appeared in court. Ronald Stevens turned himself into Milwaukee police last Thursday. The Dane County DA's office told us today Stevens would not appear again today and couldn't confirm if he'd be in court tomorrow. We've asked the Department of Justice for more information on the shooting, but they haven't answered our recent requests. Next tonight, people bought a lot of guns in the U.S. last month. The FBI recorded a record number of background checks for gun sales in March, 4 million of them. Several mass shootings in the last few weeks reignited calls for stricter gun control. House Democrats have passed a pair of bills expanding background check requirements. The GOP will likely not vote for them.
There was another mass shooting last night. It happened in an office complex in Orange County, California. 4 people were killed, including a child, while 1 other person remains in critical condition. Today, police said the shooting was not a random act of violence, and the suspect in custody could face the death penalty.
We're going to do everything in our power in the Orange County District Attorney's Office to get justice for these families, and we pray for one of the victims who is still in the hospital, who underwent emergency procedures.
The suspect, 44-year-old Aminadab Gonzalez, was injured in the shooting. Police say Gonzalez had a personal relationship with at least one of the victims.
More than $250,000. That's what Governor Evers is asking in legal fees from former President Trump after a pair of election lawsuits filed last year. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel says Evers made the request in 2 different federal courts yesterday. If he's successful, Trump would have to pay more than $145,000 in one case, while the chairman of the La Crosse County's Republican Party would pay just over $100,000. Evers' attorney says Wisconsin residents shouldn't be on the hook for the cost of defending the lawsuits. Republicans lost every challenge in the state. At long last, Vice President Kamala Harris will finally move into the Naval Observatory residency next week. It's the official residence of the Vice President, but Harris's move-in was delayed due to renovations at the home. Those renovations included HVAC work and refurbishing the floors. She's been living at the Blair House. That's the President's official guest quarters across the street from the White House. Well, still ahead at 5, the Boys and Girls Club get a new space on the Capitol Square.
And a new initiative from President Biden is trying to convince people to get vaccinated. There's more local news ahead tonight on News 3 Now at 6. Why organizers say a new sculpture in Sun Prairie will help strengthen the city's connection with nature.
And an historic day on Wall Street today. The S&P 500 tops 4,000 points. For the first time ever, the Dow added 171, while the NASDAQ gained 233. We'll be right back.
Tonight on CBS, it's an all-new night of comedy and drama, beginning with Young Sheldon, followed by the premiere of the new series United States of Al, plus Mom Be Positive, and the thriller Clarice. Then get a complete wrap-up of today's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Hop on over to Ashley Home Store for the Easter weekend Beat the Clock sale. We're closed Easter Sunday, but shop Friday, Saturday, and Monday for big savings on our top looks, plus no interest financing for 5 years, and bonus discounts up to an extra 10% off our sale prices. Ashley Home Store.
Kids learn from our example. So what would they learn from Deb Kerr? Kerr covered up a school financial scandal. Her employee overdrew the school's account by $500,000. Instead of firing him, she paid him on leave for a year, then lied to get him another job, saying, quote, "He's a good steward of public funds." Honesty and integrity are important for our schools. Vote to show our kids a good example.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here to help.
Menards has what you need to create your ideal yard. Check out Menards' great selection of Turf Champ grass seed. It's great for overseeding or seeding new lawns. 3-pound bags of Sunny or Shade Mix are $4.99 after 11% rebate. Attract a wide variety of birds to your newly seeded backyard paradise with black oil sunflower seed. A 50-pound bag is $17.99 after sale price and 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Are your windows drafty, broken, or your energy bills on the rise? The Champion family is here to help you stay comfortable in your home all year long. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com today.
Hop on over to the Easter weekend Beat the Clock sale, Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get savings of up to 40% off appliances, plus no interest financing for 12 months on top brands at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Tonight at 6, a mental health group says it's seeing requests from people you'd never expect. And the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County has a new space. Find out why it says it'll help it accomplish its mission.
When it comes to weather, only one thing really matters: accuracy.
Only one station can be the best.
News 3 Now. First Warn Weather has the most accurate forecast, according to Weather Rate.
Count on First Warn Weather for your most accurate forecast.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back, everyone. A friend of George Floyd's plans to invoke the Fifth Amendment and not testify in Derek Chauvin's trial. Maurice Hall is the person who was sitting in a car with Floyd when police approached them last May. Hall is asking the court to reject his subpoena. He was on the prosecution's prospective witness list. The judge has not yet ruled on Hall's request to be released. What is being called as human error led to the contamination of millions of coronavirus vaccine doses.
This comes as the Biden administration is launching a new initiative to convince people to get the shots when they can. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
Johnson & Johnson has delayed shipments of its vaccine from a manufacturing plant in Baltimore after a mistake spoiled about 15 million doses.
The issue was identified as part of rigorous quality control system checks, and HHS made us aware late last week.
Millions more doses are being tested to make sure they were not contaminated.
Nothing from that plant has gone into anyone that we've administered to.
Johnson & Johnson says it's still on track to deliver its contracted 100 million doses, and it hopes to do so by the end of May.
For U.S. supply, for the supply that we are anticipating through the course of May, we have been assured that that they expect to meet those deadlines.
The White House is ramping up efforts to combat vaccine hesitancy, unveiling a new multi-billion-dollar campaign. The push includes a network of influencers, everyone from sports stars to local faith leaders, aimed at reaching the most vulnerable communities.
In some communities, there is a concern about getting vaccinated. Some based on mistrust, based on history. Some based on just rooted in misinformation, of which there is a lot out there, and we need your help to combat that.
The White House continues to urge caution when it comes to relaxing social distancing measures. President Biden called out the Texas Rangers for opening their ballpark to full capacity, saying it's not responsible. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And one MLB game was canceled today due to the virus. The Mets and Nationals couldn't play after at least one player tested positive on Washington's team.
In more local news tonight, the Boys and Girls Club has a new home on the Capitol Square. Urban Land Interests donated a space at 1 North Pinckney Street to the club. The space will now function as a volunteer center and training space for nonprofits. The club also plans to work with small minority-owned businesses to host events and pop-up shops.
We are more than thrilled to be a part of this downtown space and be able to provide more essentials to our community. We want to make sure that our downtown community gets to feel our efforts and know that we're here to support and will continue to do whatever we can for this community.
The space has a history of serving minority groups in Madison. It was originally occupied by the American House Hotel, which was owned and operated by one of Madison's first black businessmen.
That's ironic. Let's get a look now at your first warm weather. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is here with the forecast, hopefully a warmer one.
We have the sunshine at least right now, right? Sunny and dry, and thankfully temperatures as we look ahead to the weekend will hop up a little bit for us. Overall, much of the country enjoying a pretty quiet Thursday. Friday also looks quiet for a lot of us as high pressure is keeping things pretty clear through the plains and the Midwest. There's still some very dry conditions as we look off to the west. So right now there is a red flag warning looking towards the Dakotas and into parts of Nebraska and even into Montana right now. A little bit of rain would be a good thing for them, but we are going to enjoy some sunshine again off to the plains as well as we look ahead to the next few days. The deep south seeing some cooler temperatures as we look ahead to Friday and the weekend. Freeze warnings and advisories in effect for tonight. Will be cold also tonight, but not quite the Wisconsin criteria for any watches or advisories or warnings with our temperatures overnight, just down to the 20s. Now, right now we have a nice clear sky. That clear sky is going to help us cool down a little bit overnight, and it's also going to bring us some sunshine tomorrow. That'll help things warm right back up. We'll stay mostly sunny and dry through the weekend. Temperatures tomorrow will be pretty mild, pretty close to average actually for Friday. And by the weekend, It'll be quite warm outside. We'll be back to the 60s, maybe even close to 70 degrees on Easter Sunday. Mostly clear tonight. That clear sky again helping our temperatures drop for us down through the 20s, landing close to 24 overnight lows. And for Friday afternoon, we get to enjoy a mostly sunny sky with high temperatures landing near 50. As you can see, our breeze coming from the south, it'll pick up just a little bit, be likely in that 8 to 15 mile per hour range. For Saturday morning, not quite as cold outside with our winds now coming in from the south. Temperatures will only drop to about 40, upper 30s for overnight lows. And then Saturday afternoon, high temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s. So it will be a really nice weekend for us. I know it's been a little chilly outside. If you're out today trying to enjoy the sunshine, probably just felt cold on your cheeks for a little bit. As we look ahead to that 6 to 10 day outlook, likely that our temperatures will be trending above average for the middle of April. That's not just for us, but much of the country, and for a little more of a warm up as we look ahead to that extended outlook. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a little milder outside. We'll see high temperatures closer to 50 degrees, a little closer to average for this time of year. Again, wind speeds about 8 to 15 miles per hour. So a little bit of a breeze for us in the afternoon, but certainly not windy outside. We're near 50 degrees tomorrow, in the mid to upper 60s on Saturday with mostly sunny skies. Temperatures dropping close to 40 for early Saturday morning, and again for early Sunday near 40 degrees. For Sunday afternoon, though, plan on those high temperatures near 70. We will stay there for the start of the work week, so quite a jump up, and this is going to be a very springy April showers kind of pattern with temperatures near 70 degrees with the chance for showers and thunderstorms expected for the middle and end of next week. Well, we'll definitely pick up a few inches of rain through the course of the week. A little bit of rain coming through for us. Right now, our traffic conditions actually look pretty smooth. It is sunny outside, so you will need the shades driving home. East and westbound on the Beltline, we have a few slowdown spots, but no major delays. And downtown Madison right now actually looks pretty good for the 5 o'clock hour. For the interstate from Dane County all the way through Rock County, north and southbound should be smooth from Janesville to the Beltline. About 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and some parade to downtown right at 9 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Coming up at 5, Madison's mayor says she's already had talks about new train service into the city. Details after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Go farther with personal checking choices. At Starion Bank, you make the decisions. Your money, your style. Apply online in just 4 minutes at starionbank.com.
Get the max out of your tax refund at iMart Express. With 2 pairs starting under $40, you'll spend less on the have-tos and keep more for the want-tos. Our prices won't break the bank. Your tax refund goes further at iMart Express.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-905-1069. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-905-1069.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Patio doors, patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at ScottTheWindowGuy.com.
You expect students to make a mess in schools,
But the superintendent, under Deb Kerr's leadership, the Brown Deer School District was a financial mess. Kerr's district's accounts were overdrawn by $500,000, slamming her district with late fees. And instead of firing the employee responsible, he was given paid leave, costing taxpayers $136,000 more to pay him to do nothing. Scandals, cover-ups, taxpayer money wasted. Deb Kerr, the wrong choice for state school superintendent.
Go farther with personal checking choices at Starion Bank. Like Smart Checking, it's free when you choose e-statements. Your money, your style. Apply online in just 4 minutes at starionbank.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Amtrak could see a massive expansion in the next couple of years. The passenger train service says President Biden's America's Job Plan earmarks $80 billion for rail. Amtrak says if the bill goes through Congress, it'll be able to fix bridges, stations, and tunnels in need of repair. One benefactor of proposed expansion could be right here in Madison.
Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway says expanded service would include a new line to Madison, linking us between Milwaukee and the Twin Cities.
I think this is something that would be fantastic for our economy, for our region, and for our state. So absolutely in favor of this. We are already having conversations, again, both with USDOT and Amtrak, and with other impacted cities.
Right now, the closest Amtrak station to Madison is in Columbus. That can be reached by bus service from Madison. The Amtrak proposal would also add at least 30 new lines across the country, with new service also to Green Bay and Eau Claire. President Biden's jobs plan also includes $650 billion for physical infrastructure like bridges, roads, and airports, as well as $300 billion each for housing infrastructure, manufacturing, and the electric grid. White House officials are targeting passage of the new plan sometime this summer.
New at 5, throughout the course of the pandemic, the Beacon has helped refer more than 250 people to housing assistance, and they expect that number to increase in the coming months. Beacon staff says that they've seen people from all walks of life needing help during the last year. They wanted to raise awareness that those who experience homelessness can't be grouped into one type of person, but that anyone can fall victim to it unexpectedly.
A lot of businesses closed down, hours were cut. So we do have quite a few people that are here for those reasons. And even people that were in transition here to Madison for work, and then they got here and then the job was not available.
Coming up tonight at 6, our Jamie Perez shares some of the stories of working professionals who are experiencing homelessness.
We'll get a final check on your first warn forecast with Dana when we come back.
So, what do you think?
I love it.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference. People ask me, what do you do to whiten your teeth? And I'm really proud to tell them that I use Power Swabs.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like, you got to leave it on for 30 minutes, and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on, and it was good to go.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth. With power swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the power swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering power swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Democrats, teachers, and newspapers are lining up to support Jill Underly for state superintendent. The Capital Times says Underly is the right choice. The State Journal says Jill is focused on early childhood education to get ahead of racial and economic achievement gaps. Backed by Tammy Baldwin, Mark Pocan, and the Democratic Party, Jill Underly will do what's best for our kids.
I'm Jill Underly, asking for your vote for state superintendent.
And Dana is here with one final check of the forecast.
We do have a mostly clear sky right now. It's going to stay mostly clear overnight. Sunshine expected for Friday and Saturday. Tomorrow, high temperatures won't be quite as chilly outside. We'll be near 50 for afternoon highs. In the mid-60s on Saturday. Easter Sunday should be close to 70 degrees with partly sunny skies. A little more cloud coverage building in on Monday with a slight chance for rain mainly late in the day, and next week is going to come along with some April showers and isolated thunderstorms for the middle and end of the week.
All right, Dana, thank you. The CBS Evening News is coming up next. Hope to see you back here in 30 minutes for News 3 at 6.